With the right steps taken, I think it's possible that Dell Technologies could become the largest company in the world. They were recently added back into the S&P 500, which is a great accomplishment for Michael Dell and the rest of the executive team, but I think there's a way to accelerate growth for shareholders. If you've been following me, you know I've been covering the success of MicroStrategy, a publicly traded company that has fully embraced a Bitcoin standard by becoming a Bitcoin development company. By doing this, MicroStrategy has outperformed every company in the S&P 500 over the last 4 years, including NVIDIA. So my proposal for Dell to become the largest company in the world would be to continue growing and running the operating business as normal, but also adopt Bitcoin as a treasury reserve asset. The strong operating business combined with a dedicated Bitcoin acquisition strategy could enable Dell to create massive shareholder value. Here are the steps I would take to begin this process. Step 1 would be to convert 2.5 billion of their 7.5 billion of cash into Bitcoin. At today's price, that would enable them to acquire nearly 40,000 Bitcoins. Step 2, Dell should do a $15 billion at-the-money equity offering to purchase another 234,000 Bitcoins. This would be a total of 274,000 Bitcoins, more than MicroStrategy's 252,000 Bitcoins. This would be accretive to shareholders as Dell's Bitcoin holdings per share would increase after the share dilution. Step 3, the final step, would be to copy Michael Saylor's convertible note strategy to begin buying additional Bitcoin. This is the last step because Bitcoin needs to be a material amount of Dell's balance sheet to increase stock volatility, enabling them to issue convertible notes at near 0% interest rates like MicroStrategy. Currently, Dell has an EBITDA of 8.5 billion and current long-term debt of 19 billion. This is a fairly conservative debt to EBITDA ratio of 2.23. Dell could bump this ratio closer to 4 times, which would enable them to borrow $15 billion and buy another 234,000 Bitcoins. After adopting this Bitcoin acquisition strategy, Dell would have acquired over 500,000 Bitcoins, positioning them to become the largest company in the world over the next 2 decades as individuals, corporations, and governments continue to adopt Bitcoin as a treasury asset. So Michael Dell, if you're watching this, first, congrats on being added back into the S&P 500. That's a well-deserved accomplishment. And 2, let's embrace the future and put Dell on a Bitcoin standard. Let's play nice, but win. Feel free to send me a DM or email, and thanks for watching, everyone, and see you next time.